Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Woodbury, Minnesota. Looking for myself on my computer to make sure my video looks good, and it looks good. Thank you for joining me. I'm happy you're here today. Okay, I am consistently North Star Stamper across the internet, so hopefully you are finding me wherever you are online. And I misspoke last Monday. I thought the 28th was the last day to sign up as a demonstrator and get this, oops, sorry for the glare, and get this tool for free. It's a $49 value, and you do get the base. It's a stamp positioning tool. You do get the base, and obviously it's magnetic because the magnets come with it. It's a nice little tab there to pick them up. And you get a big plate for if you're stamping with a big stamp. And I love this one. So I've used this probably more than the big one. And there are some fun techniques you can do with this by stamping your, stepping your stamp across your paper. And I like that it's open, so you can get really long pieces of paper if you're a scrapbooker, or if you like to use big pieces of paper like for a 3D project, you could stamp all the way across it. And it could be even bigger than 12 inches because there's no sides on here. So hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining me today. So stamp positioning tools, still free with purchase, with joining the team through tonight, midnight Mountain Time. And I'm going to put this off to the side, and I think I'm going to try to use that later. Okay, so today, oh, sorry for the glare. We're using a new product. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited. I haven't used it yet. I haven't cut any of it up yet. This is a brand new designer series paper called Delicate Dreams. It's part of the March online exclusive, so it will go live at midnight Mountain Time tonight. And the reason I got it, see this blue? It's actually called Hydrangea Hue. I will lay these out so you can look at them while I talk about the colors. Kathy, did you get this? Demonstrators could pre-order this a few weeks ago. And I bought it right away just to see what that Hydrangea Hue looks like. That's one of our new in colors for 26-28. Oh my gosh, can't believe I don't know where the years go. So I fan these out. Aren't they pretty? I've seen a great masculine card made with this. She did a book binding and just put a few pieces of this on the front. So a book binding is a sideways card. So you turn it this way and it opens this way, but you seal this down. And so she had this square paper pattern on both the flap and this the edge, the binding. So that was really cool. A great masculine card. And these colors are interesting. So we have crumb cake. Oh wait, other way around. Crumb cake, gray granite, Hydrangea Hue, which is so new. I don't have it yet. I hope to get it next week at On Stage. Mossy Meadow and Secret Sea. And then, can you see there's bronze in here? I picked one of these up. So every other one on the, some people call it the A side, some people call it the front side, have this bronze. So very pretty, but this blue, I really wanted to see what this blue looked like. Hydrangea Hue. If you've been around with us for a while, we have another one coming back. Crisp Cantaloupe is also returning, and that was an in color. Somebody looked it up and said that was 2013. Whew, that was a long time ago. So hello. Kathy said no, not yet. She hasn't gotten the paper. She says she might need it. I'm hoping that after tonight you'll need it, Kathy. And hello, Alma. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So that's the paper, and those were the colors. Again, Delicate Dreams. I only bought the paper. It was part of a full suite with stamps and embellishments and the whole deal. Oh, there was another paper. Kathy, I know you like these papers. And it was just the foil. I didn't get it. I just got I was interested in the colors, so there was a foil sheet that went with it. Okay, so the dies that coordinate with the stamp set that goes with this are on back order though, so I think they'll be available at the end of the month, like the 23rd. So when I know that I want to use patterned paper, I like to start with a sketch. So this is the 24-25 catalog, and I actually saw this sketch online on Pinterest. And where did it go? Where did it go? It was here. This one. Can you see this? This is page 22 of this old catalog. And it's this one here. So somebody actually went and figured out the measurements there. And I tried to make a graphic for us, and something's wrong with my printer. It looks green. Oh, you can read it though. I have another one here that's a little smaller. But so this is already on YouTube. If you look on my posts, I posted a file that has this on it. So if you don't have to write down the measurements. But that's what we're going to be using. So with this designer series paper, so we're going to do some cutting. I feel bad that I'm not doing a lot of stamping. So I did play around with this this afternoon. This was the Floral Charm Designer Series paper. So it's basically 1.5, and this is 1.5 by 3, and 1.5 by 3, and 1 3/4, and just the reverse. So you can flip your Designer Series paper over. Here, I embossed some Designer Series paper. I think the back side of this one was the green. I don't know. I don't know. And then this is just cardstock that I embossed. So lots of fun things you can do. Something I thought of when I was posting on YouTube was if you use a dark, see, this is actually Designer Series paper, my layer. If you use vellum for this, and when you emboss vellum, you get a very delicate looking embossed image, and it comes out white. I thought with a darker background and that embossed with vellum would be really pretty. So that'll be something I work on in the future. All right, so I have some pieces here in those colors again, mossy meadow and gray granite. This is an old Designer Series paper pack. So you know that we put out 6x6 papers in all of the colors by color family. And I happen to have the neutrals. This was a couple years ago. And I have some layers. So in working along like this, these two pieces with the embossed, I just cut some pieces. So here I have a piece we'll probably use. Maybe use that for our sentiment. I cut some of the cardstocks that I do have in the crumb cake and gray granite and maybe Secret Sea and Mossy Meadow, and I embossed them. So it was really fun to use the Sunflower 3D embossing folder, and I could pick and choose because these pieces are so small. I could pick and choose where on my piece I wanted. So on the green one here, I just used it up here in the corner because there were leaves. So that was a fun use of my embossing folder. So always looking for more ways to use these things, right? This one is retired and I never got to use it with you. So I was just playing around. I just cut some pieces to 1.5 by 3 and 1.5 by 1 3/4, and I just embossed them. So we'll play around with those. And I have the card bases, and I have lots of die cuts. Because I looked at the dies that coordinate with this paper, and I hate to say it, but there was nothing special about them. They were just florals and greenery. So I have all kinds of greenery things here, that die cuts that we can use. Let's get our paper cut and our card made first. So when I was creating these, the green one, I cut to this layer 3 1/4 by 5, and it isn't quite even. So when I did the white one, I had a bigger piece. I mounted these in the corner and then I trimmed it. So I'm not sure which way I like better. I was just not cutting quite straight earlier today. So I'm so excited to be using new paper. I love stamping most of all, but pattern paper is good when I don't have the stamps to create it. So I need to start going through my old stamps and pull something out that looks like this flower. So when I get my Hydrangea Hue ink, I can stamp something that will coordinate. So 1.5 inch, and I'm just going to cut one from each of these. So that's the front and the back. So there's our Mossy Meadow. That's awesome. I was looking for a stamp that looked like this, and I don't know that I found, at least not a current one. I may have an old one. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thanks for joining us today. So I think this is on the back. That looks like wheat to me, so it's kind of cool. But we'll get that from there. And then here's the Night of Navy with the, they called it bronze. It very much looks like copper to me. So, all right. I think the back side of that is our blue Hydrangea Hue. I'm so excited. I'm really expecting to get some of this paper, our new in colors, when I go to California next week for On Stage, our convention. Looking forward to that. So I'm just cutting these at 1.5. Oh, there's another piece. And I do want one of each, so. Did I get this one already? I did. And I got the gray. Oh, and then our last one here. I just think it's fascinating. They use brown and blue for our flowers and our leaves, and usually when you think of brown leaves, it's usually something, a plant that has died. And the blue, I don't know, I don't think there are any blue flowers in the wild. They have to color them. Okay, so 1.5 strips, and now I'm going to go 3 inches and 1 3/4 inches. So I'm going to be quite precise here. Oh, I'm going to like this piece with that big blue flower. And I won't do all these. I'll just cut a couple from each. So there was no green in that. So I grabbed a piece of two-tone mossy meadow cardstock. Oh, there's some green on there. So let's do one of these at 3 inches. I was going to ask something. Hi, Jean Schiller. Thank you for joining. So it's kind of funny. I see Jean, because Jean Schaefer is my mom, and Jean Schiller is my friend who lives here in Oakdale, actually. So I see your names, and I get a little confused. I can't do Jean SCH, because they both begin SCH. Isn't that funny? That's funny. Okay, 1.5. Okay, that's good. And then 1 3/4. Let's do a couple more. This would be pretty. I don't know if I have bronze embossing. Can you see that? Be kind of fun to color that. You could use, oh, here come all the ideas. Use a blending brush and add some color to that. This one, I think I do want both. I don't know if I have this in a stamp. I have been thinking about doing a new series, and I'm not really good about doing things every week. Oh, look at the colors on here. I'm thinking about doing a Throwback Thursday. As you know, I only purchase what I like, and I think, why would I get rid of or sell or whatever, give away things that I like? I bought things, I buy things because I want to use them. And so I try to use only current products in my videos here. I keep saying, sorry. But I have hundreds of stamps that I never use because they're retired. So I am thinking of doing a Throwback Thursday, and I know some of you do appreciate me using retired products. So what I'll probably do is select retired products that we have something current that is similar. Oh, look at this. So I'm just going to lay out some of these pieces in this pattern. Again, these are both 1.5 inch wide and 3 and 1 3/4. So these are the same size and these are the same size. So I'm just going to lay out a bunch of these with some of my patterned or embossed panels. Look at that one with the stars. There are little stars in the middle of those flowers. So in my post on YouTube, I was listing all the things that these rectangles could be. So we could use pattern paper like we're doing here. We can use embossed cardstock. We could use vellum. We could use glimmer paper. Oh, a piece of the, this is the one that, I forget what this is called, country something. This would go, oh, that goes really well with it. So I could cut a panel of this size to go with it. This I'm going to use for my one of my sentiments. Let's just pick and choose. I did the crumb cake with the birch. That will go really well with this one. So I'm just mixing and matching. Let's see, 2 and 1.5. See, this piece is not the right size. It's supposed to be 1.5. That's 1 3/4. Oh, maybe that was my problem. 1.5. I think I did 1 3/4 square. All right. No wonder that one looked funny. So I'm just going to play around. I like these two. Nope, this way. Oh, I cut it the wrong way. And then maybe one of these. I won't do all of these, but just so you can see how we can mix and match. I don't like the green on the back. There's green on the back. That reminded me of the linen stamp set that we currently have. I think that might be better. Almost a masculine card there. So this is a fun, if you like puzzles. Oh, I like this one. Very masculine. Look at whoever would have thought of gray granite flowers? I know I would not have. So I'm thinking we're going to do this one, even though it doesn't have much of that blue in it. Let's see. I think I'm going to like this one either. We'll make 2 cards real quick. So what do you think of this paper? Is this something you would like? Let's see. Oh, here. We're going to do this, and then they need a small one up here. Maybe like that, and turn this around. That's kind of pretty. Look at that paper. Cute. I don't know if you can see this down here. I can move it up. Maybe the gray granite. That was pretty too. All right. So I can keep playing, but I'm not going to take all your time. Maybe a darker? No. Now I'm wishing I had a smaller one of these to go. I don't know. Lots and lots of ideas. This one just so interesting. Look at a gray granite flower. That just we'll do this one another time. I really like the Hydrangea Hue. That is what caught my eye in this paper, so we're going to do this. So I have a layer of just white. I have a brand new bottle of glue. So I'm going to start in the middle because I don't know how quickly it's going to come out. Well, maybe not at all. Uh-oh. It's not working. Good thing. I do have some old ones here, but I don't know how much I have. And see, look how. Why is this so watery? Anyway, I do like the liquid glue when I'm doing these kinds of things because it gives me just a minute to put them right where I want them. So what I'm doing is oh goodness, let me set it down and hold it. So I'm looking here and here to make sure that's about the same and that it's straight. I think that's pretty straight. Oh, I did it upside down. Oh well. We'll see, I don't know. Anyway, I'll do the best I can. Oh my goodness. I have no idea why this is so liquidy. Line it up. There, I have a gray granite sunflower. That is so pretty. I'm going to go in the middle because I don't know how much is going to come out. All right, now I can go out to the edges. Interesting. I really have no idea why this is so liquidy. The sun was coming through the window this afternoon. But I don't think that would heat it up. Nope, this goes down here. I turned it around. I'm going to have to find some more adhesive for... Yep, now it's empty. All right, bear with me. I think this one has more in it. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, give me some ideas on how you would decorate these panels. Oh, sorry. Kathy says, what happens if you put the Secrecy embossed piece on the bottom right? Oh, on this one, I will play around with that. On the bottom right, floral, top left, then heavy piece at the bottom. So, Kathy, you're talking about this one with the Secrecy sunflower piece? I'll give you a minute to respond. What happens if you put the Secrecy embossed piece on the bottom right? Floral top left. Then the heavy pieces at the bottom. So just because this is so dark is what you're saying? And then I would probably do this. Turn this around maybe. So Kathy, is that what you're talking about? I'll let you respond while I trim this. So I'm actually going to turn it over and burnish it. Oh. All right, and so this is what I do. I don't know how you trim things down. So I'm going to put the edge of my cardstock here right where it's going to cut. And just kind of measuring it. So I'm looking to see where my paper starts here. And it's about in the middle here. There's a ridge here and then my cutting here. And so my paper is like between there. So I'm going to do that with all of them. We'll put it this way. So my paper here is right in the middle there. And that's where I'm going to trim it. And I get about the same. See, this is about the same as about the same. So that's just... I just use what's on my trimmer to help me decide where it is. So that one's a little thick, but like we say, it's not rocket science. And my hands are all wet, dirty. I'll wipe that off. Sorry. Inky fingers, inky fingers. All right, so there's one panel. And I can use this for a sentiment. Okay, so you want me to do this one, Kathy? Like this? And should we incorporate a new color? Or should I do it on white again like I did that one? I think I'll do it on white. And then my card base, I can do something different. So this is what I'm going to call my card panel, my panel. So I could wrap ribbon around my panel. I could, if I had not embossed these pieces, I could emboss the panel. There's a fun idea. I've been doing more quilt cards, and that is what Julie has us do, is we create our quilt panel, and then we emboss it, and it looks like quilting. It is. I'm having so much fun with those. Julie Heights, the Chirpy Card Maker of Quilts, is her Facebook page. And she's working her way back up to weekly videos. She's had a lot going on. So she cut back to a couple times a month. So I'm just lining these up. Close enough. Oh, that color. I'm really looking forward to this Hydrangea Hue. Obviously it goes really well with, I'm sad to be covering that up, but that's right. I have more paper and I can always purchase more. I'm anxious to see how this goes with other like purples. Come on. There we go. It obviously goes with Secrecy. See how that's going to fit. Oh, perfect. So we could put twine or linen thread or ribbon around it. Where my pieces of cardstock and designer series paper don't meet perfectly is where my sentiment will go. And I'll point that out on my other panels that I played around with this afternoon. Boy, I'm going to need some more here before we're done. Which way? This way? This way? No, I want the blue at the top. All right. So on these, you can see that I didn't cut straight for some reason. It's straight here, but there's a little gap here. So when I finish this card, that's where my sentiment will go. This one is pretty good, so I could put it anywhere. I think I actually layered this designer series paper on top of the Timid Tiger piece. You can see it overlapping a little. See, I'm not straight there either, but if that's bothering me, that's right where my ribbon will go. So you can hide all kinds of things. Okay, let's trim this down and then pick some card colors, card-based colors. And that's not straight. Not straight at all. Oh my goodness. That's all right. It'll still be a beautiful card. Let's pick some card-based colors. I had thought about using these as my layers. I could still put a layer under. There's not enough green in any of those to pull this in. That's not too bad. It's on the other side. Oh, no. No, no, no. Stripes, I think that would accentuate my cut there. I'm going to go back and cut that again. So what's on the other side? Oh, floral pattern. I could do that. And then maybe put it on a Secret C base. That would be pretty. Let's trim this down so it's not... I'm actually going to go a little crooked. Oh, and I went too far. So, you know what? We're just going to trim it. You can see I cut it way crooked. So I'm just going to trim it off. I'm not going to have this layer here at all. I know some of you like it when I make these kinds of changes. I won't call them a mistake. And I'm making a mess. All right. Let's get rid of these scraps. And we'll try again. We'll try again. Do we just want it on that? I don't think so. No. What I'll do is I'll measure that and cut something out. How about this one? I would hate to use that. No. I like the Secret C, but that's too close. Alright. Here are all my colors. I just have a whole bunch of panels and scraps. So when I was cutting these cardstock pieces, I just used my scraps here to cut them out. Maybe I don't even need a layer. Just put it on a card base. Oh, Kathy, you liked it the other way. Hold on. Kathy, give me any suggestions for this one. What color do I need a layer, and what color card base? So you wanted it. I see. Oh, sorry. I put that on the bottom. Anyway, what color do I need a layer, and what color card base? So Kathy, let me know. You others can chime in too. I'm thinking maybe a mossy meadow. Because just those leaves right here. I'm thinking that. All right, and I have a whole bunch of dies, so how are we doing on time? Not quite 8 o'clock yet. 8 o'clock Central Time. So I have this leaf stamp. This is one of my favorite flower stamps. I don't know why. I think because the center of the flower is so dark and solid. But I have this leaf. I did grab the linen. I have the dies that coordinate with these, and we could do a little bit of stamping, and obviously not the Hydrangea Hue, but I have the other colors. This little one is kind of cute, and I could put something, use this maybe up here. These two look a little funny just because, I don't know. So I think that might go there. Oh, Kathy says early espresso. Early espresso. That color isn't in here, but I can go grab a piece. Let's see. I also have this from the retreat. I love this happy birthday. I grabbed some, these leaves are from the Friends for Life. Sorry, it is retired, but I was looking for leaves. Oh, that one's already green. Oh, look at this. Put that on like that. I kind of like that. All right. I just have some other, I forget what these are from. Are these from the Meadow? I had Meadow and Harvest dies that I used a lot, and I have not gotten rid of them, and I probably won't. Just a flower. I could color this in green, these leaves. So lots of, couple options there. I think this and the Hydrangea Hue is going to be pretty. I'm going to put this aside, and when I get my new ink. And you may have also seen that our ink pads are changing again. They realized that the foam pads, which these are, this is foam. You can even see that one has little divots in it, and I have no idea why. We are going back to felt pads. I think before the foam we had linen, if I am not mistaken. But we're going to go back to felt pads. Starting with our in colors this year, and then next year in 2027 we're going to do a color revamp. Last time we did a color revamp, I believe there were 13 new colors. So I don't know any more than that right now, but that is coming next year. So we'll have 5 new ink colors. I will get to see them next week. I'll put them on my blog tomorrow, and they'll be in my newsletter tomorrow. Okay, I'm distracted with all my chatting. So I'm going to use the Happy Birthday from the retreat. It's just a nice, generic birthday stamp. I love the mossy meadow on that one. Okay, good. You like this one? I did too. It sets it off, and I think, and just our happy birthday maybe in mossy meadow. Oh, I'm going to try using this. We're going to turn it sideways though. And pick up this. These are going to hold that down, maybe. You know what? I think it's going to have to go at the top or the bottom. I think we'll do the bottom. We need a place to hold it so that I can restamp. I know it's not straight, but that's okay. As long as I can pick it up. So there's 2 pegs here, and there's 2 holes there, so that's how you can step. Anyway, okay, just like that. The right side up, the holes are there. This stamp positioner is going to be available for purchase for everyone sometime. I don't know when. Demonstrators could pre-order this before the join offer started. So I got this last month. I honestly don't use it much, but I never use my Stamparatus very much either. Mostly with bold stamps. And just push it down. How'd we do? Oh, look at that. So I could re-ink and stamp again if I didn't get a nice image. So it's really good for bold images or detailed images. If you think you might need to stamp more than once, that's a great time to use a positioner. So yeah, I had, we have a suggestion box that demonstrators can submit suggestions to, obviously. And so about a year ago, I suggested a stamp positioner. So I'm very happy that not that they listen to me, but they do listen to us. So I was happy to see that we're getting a stamp positioner. So I think I'm going to put this off center and put this under here. And it ties in with the green. And put that there. And that maybe over to the side. Mix it up a little bit. I think I need to stamp on that some more. On the retreat, we use this piece a lot just for backgrounds. And we use this piece a lot just to add some interest to our cards. Like this, whatever I do on the top of my stamp here, I'll probably do on the inside. Maybe this along the edge of it. I think I'll try that. And if I don't like it, we can stamp again or just stamp more. So this time I'm not going to use my positioner, but I don't want to stamp on my pretty paper here. All right. Just one color ink today. Glossy meadow. So I'm just going to stamp at the top. See what this looks like. Oh, I like it. And then I'm going to get another piece. I just checked my size, and that is a nice piece for the inside. I'm going to stamp on the top and the bottom. Just off the edge there. Not perfect, but that's all right. Oh, that's crooked. Let's try again. Maybe because there's stuff in here. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Actually, excuse my reach. This is actually scrap paper. All right, now it's going to be very smooth. So I can... much better. Ink. So I'm lining it up and then I'm coming down like a 1/4 of an inch or something. Much better. Look at that. And I have an envelope here. I think I'm just going to stamp at an angle here. Oops. Sorry, off camera. Oh boy. It's really fun to coordinate the inside of the card with the outside of the card with your envelope. This would have been a perfect time to use my stamp positioner to get these even. I'm actually going to make a plaid. One more down here. All right, so there's our envelope, our inside, and let's get this card put together. It's stamp at the top edge of the sentiment tag makes the card. Thank you. We use this stamp a lot in the card retreat. So I know we've probably had, actually, I know we've had other stamps like this. It's, you know, Kathy, I agree. It's the little things that really make our cards. I don't know why this is not working. Let me grab something else. Oh, yeah. I don't use this very often, do I? My stamp and seal. Oh, I think this one might be empty. Oop. It's working. I think I like it this way, even though the sunflower is down. So I'm going to make the edges here all the same. And then I think this is just going to go flat. I'm going to move it over as far as I can so we're not covering up quite as much of our... oh, look at that. I like it. Oh, I meant to put that green underneath. You know what? I'm going to put my, take your pick tool, lift that up so it doesn't stay down. And let's see if I can get some, I'm not going to do this over my card though. Not working. So many things not going right today. Wonder why that is. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try something else. This might work. So I'm using the silicone mat because I know my adhesive won't stick to it. Then I can pull, use my finger and put the adhesive onto, I don't know if you can tell, whoops. There's a little bit of adhesive in this corner, so I'm going to use my finger and just kind of roll it back onto itself right here. Same here. I'm just going to roll the adhesive back onto itself. That's good. All right. There we go. And if it doesn't stay down, I can use an embellishment to hold it down. So there's always options. And this one I will put up on dimensionals. I do have a few here. I don't know where my big ones are. I'm gonna go off center. I just don't feel like centering things today. Okay, how do we do? I do have some embellishments here. These are the faux bronze pentagons, and they're very heavy. I think they'll mail okay though. Sorry, Kathy, I did not pull out early espresso for you. Maybe I'll try that. Oh, I don't like these at all. This is so shiny, and these are not. Let's see what else I have. I need something shiny or matching colors. What else did I grab? I don't know that I grabbed anything. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, how about these? Oh, those will work. I think these are already... These were last chance last time I looked. I don't know if they're still available or not. These are the streaked dots. And I think the brown will tie in nice to the bronze foil. Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry for the mess. So on this one, give me some ideas. I could put a colored layer on there. I could use ribbon. Maybe a circle with a stamped flower. Maybe I wait until I get my Hydrangea Hue ink and stamp some flowers. All right, where are these gonna go? I'm sorry, my video is kind of a mess right now. There's two. We'll just do three. How about up here? Okay. And I forgot to do this on the inside of our card. All right, let me clean up, right? Clean up, everybody, everywhere. This is the front side. So this is our back side. There. Ta-da! Ta-da! With an envelope. So this one I will finish later. I think I'm going to see if I have any bronze embossing powder, and then I can emboss my sentiment. Can you see? There's just a little bit. And then I'll try not to cover up those. Maybe I'll go this way. I think I need a layer on here, though. I don't know. You'll have to keep watching my socials and see what I do with this. Okay, thank you for joining me. Yeah, I like the mossy meadow on there too, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. Here is the sketch I used. 1.5 inch wide, and then 3 and 1 3/4. So these two are the same, and these two are the same. As I said, this is already on my YouTube channel under posts. So I posted this as a photo or whatever, an image file. I will add that to Facebook as well. So, and there's our card based on that sketch. And I'll finish this one later. We've been together long enough. So thank you for joining me. We'd love to have you on the team, and you would get this free from Stampin' Up! If you joined today. That would be so fun. I would be so excited to welcome somebody to the team when I wake up tomorrow morning. So, you're welcome for the measurements, Alma. I know it's much easier to do these kinds of things when you have the measurements. And it is a great use of those larger scraps. And as you know, you don't always have to use the same papers from one package. You can mix and match, and if you don't have enough, just use a piece of cardstock. If you have the ink, you could stamp on it. So I'm excited to do this same thing and cut just a bunch of rectangles and stamp on them. I miss stamping. I didn't do much stamping here. I stamped my edge and my sentiment. The rest was all just paper. I guess the inside. Anyway, you know what I mean. Thank you for joining me. Have a great week. I will be here next week. The week after that, I'll be in California, so that'll be recorded. But I'll be back with you next week. Have a great one, everybody. Let me know if I can ever help answer questions. Take care. Bye.